I was wondering what hot topic I could cover today and had a number of possibilities in mind which were relatively harmless. But since David is my favourite subject, I thought I'd go ahead and pick this one. A paranoid schizophrenic on my friends list had added Wolf's video on why we are being fed by a poison expert to my timeline. As usual, I carefully avoided watching it and quietly unfollowed. It has become increasingly difficult to avoid seeing either him or his name since he decided I was persona non grata in 2011 for an apparent variety of probably female reasons. I've been blocked several times, once for failing to flirt with a particularly stupid female minion, once for asking about his charity before making a decision on donating to it, once for inquiring about health, etc., etc. I was also prevented from gifting him the object on the welcome page of the website. I'm just not one of the beautiful people, apparently. Recently, he seems to have either associated with or employed a social media company who appear to spend every waking minute lifting other people's quotes, putting them in memes, and adding David's name to them. This particularly irritates. The number of fans seems to have exploded since this new policy of reducing the amount of actual content released in favour of pop-up ads. Since Best Scandal Ever was written on the basis of goldfish-sized memory bites with the intention of appealing to the text message generation, I should perhaps not object to this as much as I do. One trick that he has evidently missed is putting his face on the NutriBullet point of sale material. I would have thought this was an obvious way of taking him mainstream, but for some reason this has not been done. If we're to talk in millions rather than thousands, David had about 11,000 fans on his page in 2010, most of them very quiet, although the number was going up by about 1,000 a month. He is going to have to concede a few percentage points of his margin to make arrangements to get his annoying little face out to the thoughtless masses. Since this opportunity is becoming a bit tired, he ought to be looking into licensing rights on something that a supermarket can carry, or perhaps a quality assurance on a large-scale organic operation. Whilst I fully appreciate that he's had to strike a fine balance between deprioritising money for his old hippie fans and making as much of it as possible to ensure his marketplace for the future, since it's at constant risk from the FDA, it's time to stop messing about in terms of not specifying his actual intention. From my scant observation, this intention is to grow a non-traditional business model to supersize, to protect an entire market sector from the inevitable attacks from the chemical GM industry. To achieve this, Wolfe needs to take some time off the parties and teach himself to think more like a continent. He's done what he needs to do in terms of delegating the appearance of warmth to his minions, but he's so far failed to play with the big boys effectively. If you aren't going to let me help you, Wolfe, you need to figure it out by yourself.